So today's power was electricity. Not gonna lie, this one's kind of basic, especially compared to the last ones. Stuff like time control, stuff like like intimidation, boom burst. Like all those have like just a certain level of creativity that I feel like electricity doesn't. Electricity, it's just so like you kind of already get it by the time it's said, which isn't a bad thing. It's just it has that feeling of you know like that. It just kind of feels like there's not a lot to be said. They're the main characters I was looking for in terms of a reference. And also, it sucks that I had to delete that post because I really liked it. But I was looking at a lot of like Static Shock, like a lot of those kind of characters. Um, because I was trying to find because a lot of the characters were like these big, bulky, strong men characters, and I was like, I'm looking for more of like a teenager kind of physique. So Static Shock was like big go to. Unfortunately, my character is not black, so I cannot fully copy. Um, and so I did end up going with a more original pose. Which again, it's on one hand I do like doing original posing for a lot of these videos, like trying to push it a little further and trying to really emphasize my own like artistic ability, right? Because I think it's fun, right? However, I think it not having a reference image definitely does come with certain problems. Like I think it's a trade off of, on one hand, I really like the punching and like I really like drawing people doing their cool punches and kicks like all by my lonesome, like trying to think my way through it, but you know, I don't know. It's just I wish I could just always have a reference image, but especially for stuff like this, it's not always a luxury. I did have a lot of problems with the head here. I did eventually realize it was too big, and like this was a really good lesson in trying to learn how to actually utilize um utilize like my drawing software because I have a very big problem where I use the exact same brush for everything. I use the the exact same everything. Like I have a very big problem of very rarely like changing what I'm like what I'm doing to be more like digitally focused. I guess is the best way to put it. Like to making it feel like it's more digital. Um, and that's of course a problem that I'm trying to remedy. Not always super successful, but we like trying. As you can see here, I'm trying to reframe it to be a little better to just so that everything looks a little better. Just because those like little tips and tricks are very important. Is what I've learned. It's almost like I had a whole series called "Learning How to Draw," in which I learned those things. Crazy, dude. I also really like the electricity effects I drew here. I always have a big problem with it because it's like electricity and like lightning and all these things have what I like to call like a controlled chaos about them. Like they have to like feel very random with where they're going, but still have like a focus in terms of where they are in the artwork. So I've always kind of struggled with that feeling. I was originally going to try to have like blue highlights on the hands and on the skin when it came to the coloring, but what I was doing while I was like, "Dude, I'm just gonna make it blue," because like every single character that I was looking at, like anytime they would use their little zappy powers, they like any of the cool ones had their hands turn that color. So it's just like at some point it's like, man, I want them to look like the cool guys. Um, so I did shift it a little bit. Again, I do generally like the anatomy of this. I think it's pretty good. Again, I end up having to fiddle with the line art a lot, and I do think it was for the best. I think the biggest problem is just I I don't have a model to stay like on model with. So it's basically just always like the same, like basically the same outfit, but his face is always like a little bit off. So again, that's just on me for not making a reference sheet. But probably closer to when I actually like need to because like I actually have to care about how my characters look, and they have to actually stay on model and stuff. I will say I don't know what it is, but I think it has to be like some setting I'm accidentally hitting. But they like I'll whenever I'm drawing sometimes it just won't let me like put on highlights for certain colors, which is just a very weird thing. So I have to like restart the software. I assume it's probably a setting I'm putting on because there's no way that this like just be a bug. But it's again, it's just weird. Like it's like what I don't why would I want this? You know, why would I not want to be able to put new colors on the thing? I guess some people I guess it's I think it's for like gradients and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think that's pretty stupid. But yeah, no. Again, I really do like the anatomy, the posing, a lot of it for this picture. Having the hand feel very prominent, and having like the electricity feel very focused. It was super fun. Uh, I do kind of wish I did the hair a little bit better. I don't know, the guy's hair is always a little silly. Again, I typically like to draw his hair a little on the longer side. I also changed the way I drew his glasses today. Most of the time he has much more like big rectangular glasses. This time I drew him with more of the lower like I would say almost like reading glasses. Which again I think it's easier. It's a little easier to draw on my end, but I think it would make less sense uh, character wise. But yeah, I did try to spend a decent amount of time here reworking the line art even deeper into the drawing, like trying to because I watched a video last night, wouldn't you know that, that was explaining why changing up not only like how to draw line art more intentionally, but like the thickness is a very important thing when it comes to line art. Like when you want to have things feel more prominent, changing the thickness is really important. And so I thought, I was really trying to keep that in mind while drawing today. But yeah, no, it's weird because like I title all of my like the filing system for all of these even though I'm technically done with the learning how to draw I'm still titling them in the same way of day 30 day 31 day 30 like exact same way. So it is weird because I've spent like basically my entire summer either working or drawing. It's just and that's very weird. It's just a very weird feeling. That's like it's not even like I feel like I wasted my time. It's just kind of like, damn. To be fair, it is nice to be able to like look back and be like, what does this moron think? Like look at this idiot back here, right? Looking back at some of the earlier drawings, because again, some of them do look a little rough. Sometimes I'll really like the concept, and I don't know, maybe years later I'll go back and try to re-image them and try to redraw them and stuff. But until then, that's dude. I just wish I was good at art now. It really sucks having to like hone a craft. I'd much rather just wish I was just good at everything that I always did. It'd be so nice. I don't know. Or I don't know. I guess I just wish when I was a youngster that like instead of enjoying all these other things. I kind of wish I just enjoyed art more so that my interests would be more persuaded towards it. Because I always liked it, but like I never loved it, you know? I don't know. I guess I just always kind of thought of it as more of a sometimes kind of thing rather than like an all the times kind of thing. And that annoys me that I kind of wasted a lot of time that I could have spent drawing on stupid stuff like being a loser and being an idiot and trying to enjoy my childhood. What a moron. Um, yeah, I think my ability to draw eyes actually looking at something is getting a little better. Because again, dude, I something about eyes, I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's like that, but I cannot draw eyes correctly. Like it's like I know the anatomy of it, but I can't like I can draw one eye and one eye. I cannot draw both of them looking at something. It's I don't know. Again, I'm working on it, but it's definitely a bit of a problem. Also shoes. That's another thing where it's like just can't, just straight up can't. I was thinking of having like a darker blue background here. Again, I was fiddling with what shade of blue and what this, that, and another. to use. I was gonna do like this like darker blue, but I feel like this is more of like an ice kind of thing, you know. So then I did my normal highlights, which you'll see in every single video. I don't know, I really like the effect, and I was gonna have like this more like pitter patter of electricity. Then again we eventually decided on more of this stylized, sparky look, and I think it turns out really good in the end. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Obviously, this is a bit more of a basic power. It doesn't need as much explanation, so that's definitely helps it out on my end to convey exactly what it is. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I will probably upload another video in like 1 or 2 days, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next one. See you.